I know we're normally playing with heavy equipment, but we play with all kind of cool old stuff here at the farm. So this morning we're going to start fooling with this old Root and Heath corn sheller. And we'll get you a close-up of it running here, but we got a foot tub full of last year's corn still on the cob. And we're going to show y'all how everybody used to shell it. These shellers mount to a box, and people would have them in their corn crib. And whenever the corn would be dry in the crib, and then whenever it was time to feed livestock or you were going to take corn off the cob to plant back in the spring, this is what you used. If you didn't have a whole lot of it, or you was just doing a little bit at a time, one of these little hand crank shellers was the ideal thing. As you can see, we got it mounted to a big box here on a stand, and people would just keep one of these right in their corn crib. You can look at the sheller here, and you've got the hopper, which is spring loaded, so and you can adjust the tension on it so that the ear of corn is always mashed up against the burr. Down inside here you've got the burr with teeth on it, and then as you turn the crank, it pulls the cob down in to the sheller, and then it spits the cob back out when it's done. See, it turns, the shelled corn falls down into your box here. It rolls the cob around and then kicks it back out. And you have one clean cob and a handful of shelled corn ready to feed to the livestock or to plant back in the ground. Here, we're going to run a few through in just real time. That one was kind of crooked. It didn't really want to do good. Now, some of these you could get an attachment for hulling like walnuts or I guess pecans or anything like that. And this one I don't think has it, but that would be something kind of neat if you were cooked a lot with nuts or something. See, here's the teeth down in it that turn as you turn the crank. And you get the ear of corn centered right there, kind of. And it just kicks the cob back out. There we go, took two on that one. See, if you're gonna shell this corn to feed the livestock, you just shell it, or the plants, you just shell it and go on about life. If you're gonna shell it and then consume it yourself, if you're gonna grind it for cornmeal, which we will do later, then you need to make sure that you're only using the best ears of corn, and that none of them are damaged or diseased or anything. See, them have got some mold on them, so we don't want to use that. And see, here's our box full of shelled corn, ready to plant or ready to run through a grist mill to make cornmeal out of, or ready to feed to the stock.